Hey everybody, we're at Imaginology and they have livestock here. I'll see what other like garden related stuff that they have because I'm probably going to post this or upload this on my gardening channel. So I'm not sure which one you're seeing this on right now. It could be the family one, who knows which one. The food one maybe, because we're going to try some of their food. So let's go in and see what they have. Thanks for being here, guys. So here we go, we're going into Imaginology. One of the first stops that we did was to check out the butterflies. And there's one that I was trying to get. They let you get a little Q-tip and you just put some sugar water on it and you kind of scoop them up by their feet. And then hopefully they'll drink. So there were tons of butterflies in here. This was fun. They had the same thing last year. And same idea, just tons of butterflies, you got to feed them, and hopefully this will focus in a minute. Couldn't really tell on what I was using, but there you go, looks a little bit better. Tons of butterflies in here, tons of people in here, and it was really neat. It was fun to go hang out with the butterflies for a bit. And it's free, once you get in there, like all these different booths and stuff, it's all free. There are some areas where you can buy things, like where the food is, and then they also have a little like book fair type thing. See, look at all the little butterflies just hanging out doing their butterfly stuff. And then one flew on my pants. We also went into the barn that they had, and they had hatching eggs. We were super lucky to see this one come out. It was so cute. But all of these eggs, they're going to hopefully hatch soon. And by the time that we left, there were, I don't know, I think maybe 3 or 4 more that had hatched. So super cute, super fun. There was also an area where they were candling the eggs so you could see in them, but since they were so far along, you couldn't really see anything. But it was still interesting, and plus they had plenty of little posters and stuff up. Then they had some goats. When we came back later, they had swapped some of these guys out and they had a lot more babies in there. But look at how cute they are, they're just resting. They had a train. The line got pretty long for the train. Some different food areas. These guys were there last year, and it was pretty good. There's a little baby goat. And then they had a bunch of llamas. A ton of cows. I love the cows. And they all had their little name tag things on their ear. This is Flapjack. Look like a pretty chill cow. T-Bone, hi.
T-Bone.
And it took me a while to finally get one to moo while I was recording. These ones are button heads. And then somebody went in there later and kind of made them stop. More llamas. This one was just giving me the stink eye. I did not get too close because I didn't want it to spit at me. But look at how silly he looks. I wasn't taking any chances. A bunch of piggies. I didn't realize how fast they grow, and one of the ladies that was here that was talking about them, she swears that you could tell the difference each day. But look at the little babies. And then there was this guy. Looked like he has a little itch. I'm pretty sure that goat was pregnant. A bunch of chickens, and there was a rooster somewhere not too far They had a little terrarium thing that the kids could make. There was an area where they would shear wool. There's some bees that you could check out. Those are really cool. But I couldn't hear them. I wanted to be able to hear them. And even though it's muted, it was still quiet. Little cow just hanging out there. Thought that looked kind of cool. And now we are to my garden. So, hope you enjoyed the Imaginology part. So let me show you around my garden. This is my grapevine. It's my red flame seedless. And it's looking really good this year. So hopefully I do not have an issue with the powdery mildew. I did take some cuttings off today. And I stuck them in some water inside. So we'll see if I can get those to root. Because I do have some plans for my grapevines. I also want to try and make some money off of what I'm growing in my backyard. Whether it be the fruits and vegetables that I get, or by starting something. And this is just more of that same grapevine, the red flame seedless. And it has some nice areas to grow. It's looking really good this year, so it's off to a good start. My orange tree, it's looking pretty good. And then my burgundy plum. My chicken coop behind there I need to fix up. I'm actually going to make it bigger. But this plum tree does really well. This is my red baron peach. Some of you guys have asked about it, and that's where the damage was. So far, it looks like it's doing okay. So I'll keep you posted on the fruit. I'm feeling pretty positive about it. I haven't seen like all that sap stuff this year. So we'll see how it goes. Bunch of weeds back there. Let's just ignore that. I'm not sure what my point was with all that. But here's one of my, well, my actually my only apricot tree. This is an aprium. I think it says Leocott. And I'm trying to see if I can get that to root. This is Duck the chicken. She wanted to say hi. My passion vine, I have never tasted the fruit. Usually the caterpillars get to the whole vine before I do, which is fine. Need to share with nature. And this is my pear tree that I got this year. Obviously, I still need to put it in the ground. There's mulberry tree behind it. Hey everybody, thank you guys for joining me today. Took you guys to Imaginology. I took you around my backyard a little bit, and now I'm gonna show you guys what I got in the mail. This is awesome. Kind of all over the place today. Before I show you that, this is the plumeria that I got from Imaginology. It was free. They didn't have any signs up or anything, so I asked the lady, and I thought it was plumeria, and she said yes. And I started to ask her, like, I didn't know if they were selling it, because some of the booths sold stuff because they had like a book fair. So I know there were a couple where you could buy stuff. And she told me, take it. But that is a big cutting. I don't know what color it is, but I was super excited. And it was one of the booths where the kids could do stuff. So they had petunias, and then I don't know what other little plants, but we got so much fun stuff today. Guys, if you're around Orange County, go to Imaginology tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day. They only have it once a year. Parking is $12, and then it's free to get in. So you pay for parking, you go park, and then you just go through metal detector thing, whatever, and then you go in. It's from 10 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon. And they also have a scavenger hunt for the kids. So that is super, super cool. I love it. We went last year, loved it. This year, loved it. A lot of the same stuff, which is really cool because we already knew where a lot of things were. They moved a couple things around a little bit, like where you made little clay things, but it was really cool. They have a garden there. It was very informative. So many animals. I love the cows. I love cows. Like, they have such cute eyes. I just want to hug a cow. But I don't think I could have a cow in my backyard. And this is sugarcane. I don't think I've mentioned it in any of my other videos, but I have been wanting sugarcane, sugarcane, if I can say it right. I've been wanting that for a few years now, and I finally got it. So I am super excited. This is awesome. We're going to open it. So let's see. And the variety that I got, it's called like Hilo Buddha something. So opening it. Oh, there's a box in a box. Any paperwork? No. Okay. It's in this box. I know there's a thing somewhere. I don't know where the thing is. So let's see. I'm super excited about it. Okay, and they dampened it, thank you, so then it doesn't dry out. Yep, they put the name on there, Hilo Buddha. And I got 5 cuttings. Smells kind of like pumpkin. Oh, now I got kind of a sweetish kind of smell. That's interesting. So it's variegated. I think I can break these off and then start them. I know somewhere I read I could lay it like that. I forget why. If I was gonna have it in a small container, I forget. I'm learning. I don't know a lot about sugarcane, but I got 5 of these. Look, that looks cool, doesn't it? So I'm assuming I can just probably break these apart a little more and then plant them. I'm trying to be as self-sufficient as I can for where I live, so this should help. I'm going to look it up. I'm going to research this a little bit more so I don't potentially kill these, but I thought this looked really cool. Super cool. And I wanted something a little different. This is definitely different. And it has an interesting smell. I don't know how else to describe that. So, sugarcane, finally got you guys a decently long video to show you all what's kind of going on. And then today, just when I was about to give up on the ladybugs, we found a whole bunch of pupas. So hopefully we have a bunch of ladybugs soon, maybe like a week or so. My grapevine out there is doing so great. I took some cuttings today, so let me see if I can show you one. I have them in water next to my window. This window gets super bright in the morning, but I took a bunch of cuttings because my grapevine just goes crazy, and I don't want it to go super crazy. I want to keep it controlled a little bit because I don't have acres and acres of land. I have the lot that I'm on, it's about 1/4 of an acre, and that's like the whole entire lot, so including where my house sits. My house isn't that big, but I have a decent amount of space in the backyard, but some stuff I just want to try and control it a little bit. So we'll see. So far my grapevine looks really good. Last year I had an issue with powdery mildew, and I had never had that issue before. So I was reading that after it loses all its leaves and stuff for the year, I can spray it with like a vinegar and water solution. I didn't want to burn it, so I was trying to be careful. I sprayed it a couple times, so we'll see if that actually worked. Right now it looks good. I'm going to keep an eye on it, and then if I do start to notice any of the powdery mildew, I'll see what else I can do. I know if it gets really damp or really wet and it stays like that, I understand that's something that can contribute to how bad the powdery mildew is. We are not having the same amount of rain as we did last year, because if I remember correctly, we did get a lot more rain in April, and now we're kind of mid-April and we haven't gotten any. Well, we got a little bit, but nothing too crazy, and I think next weekend it might rain again. So we'll see what happens. I really hope the grapevine does well this year, because that was kind of a bummer last year when that happened. And then I ended up just getting rid of all the grapes. There were a few that we ate, but I was kind of bummed. So I should have taken care of it sooner, and I did not, and I thought it was going to be fine, and then I just kind of lost track of time. But thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you for coming with me to Imaginology. Don't forget, if you guys are around Orange County tomorrow is the last day. That's it. They only have it 1 week in a year. Remember, $12 parking, and then it's free to get in. There's tons of stuff for the kids to like make and take. They do have food trucks there, and I shared a meal with my daughter. It was $23, and then that was the extent of what we spent, just the parking, and I told her we could get lunch. I think you can bring some stuff in. We brought in drinks. We weren't going to buy any drinks. And then they have like a water station kind of towards the entrance. If you have water bottles, you can go refill that, and it says that it's cold too. But really awesome. A lot of nature-y stuff in there, animals that you can touch, and just tons of really fun stuff. So thank you guys very much for watching. I am going to go read up on this sugarcane so I do not kill it. But if you guys are growing sugarcane, or if you're growing anything kind of unique this year, I would love to hear about it. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.